this is all my cross stitch work, which is not framed yet. Probably for the past 3 years. I have more in files, but they're very tiny cross stitch work, like Dimensions Gold Petite and maybe small Mirabilias. But it's all my big projects. I tried to roll it, but it's so thick. And now I have to sort some of my finishes from 2019. It's quite heavy, believe me. You tired? I wanna show you to my subscribers, okay? My baby. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi. Today is my video, big video, 2019 review. I just wanted to show you this huge dog I have. She's so tired, huh? You tired? My baby, come sleep. You know I love you so much. Sleep. She behaved herself very good today. But she's so tired. Maybe she's growing. Yesterday we had her last shot. So after 2 weeks she will be able to go outside. Yes? You're not skinny at all. You're not a model. You're a healthy dog, right? You don't want to be skinny. He's watching birds. Don't lick me because I have makeup. Okay, I put you to bed. I know. And you will let me record the video, okay? My baby's so tired. Oh, she's growing so fast. Okay, now I'm gonna show you all my cross stitch work I managed to finish in 2019. Please don't mind my background, it's messy because I have to put water bottle where she usually bites the wall. It's another baby in my family. She really is hyperactive, and there are very few days when she sleeps and she let me do whatever I want to. Anyway, guys, I first of all wanna tell you that last year was very different for me, and I can't say did I stitch a lot or no, because again I had years where I could stitch more, but I'm not sure if I have more finishes. Probably yes, if you count crosses, yes. I have lots of small projects which I thought I did not have, and then when I was checking my Instagram, I find out that I stitch maybe more than 7 smallest projects. Smaller projects. Anyway, let's start, okay? Again, I'm showing you everything, not in order, but whatever I have on my table right now, not my table, and on my window. So first work is Dimensions Gold Petite. This is Roses. Name of this kit I can't remember exactly, but it's something still with roses, something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. But this kit is out of print, and my husband bought for me just before we moved to Ukraine last year. Actually, today is exactly 1 year since we moved to Ukraine. We arrived to Kyiv 24th of January 2019. So today is not only my year review of cross stitch, it's also year review of our life, and we might go out later with my husband because I have makeup. I like to go after I make my video and just save my time, not preparing myself. And this kit was quite easy compared to other Gold Petites, and I can't say it was like super easy. No, definitely not. All Gold Petites from Dimensions, they're more difficult than a big gold collection. So I started this kit in Bulgaria, I remember, in May. and I was stitching it once in a while when I'm going out or when I'm traveling somewhere. And it's such a beautiful design. I have to add my name and the year I finished this design, and I'll do it later. I promise myself I'm not gonna frame anymore any work where I don't have a year and my name there as well. So this was first. I have not counted all my finishes. I might will do it later. And also this year was so different to me because of all these moves of me starting working, and I couldn't believe how much finishes I have. But most of them, they're very easy and they're not full coverage, and I don't know, I have what I have. I'm happy and I'm grateful to every finish I managed to stitch. This work I finished just before New Year. It's called, one second, because I did not make a video. I thought such a small design, why to make the whole video about this design. This is Little House Needleworks, Curly and Eve. Finally I finished this work because I was stitching so slow. I don't know why. You know, when I see something easy, I think I'll finish it in 1 or 2 hours, and then it takes 1 or 2 years. Like in this case, almost a year I was stitching. It was a start. Last year I made my Stitch Mania in November and December. So this was one of the starts. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I finally finished this design. First of all, I want to tell you that not all the threads I use here what the chart calls for, but I had lots of leftovers from my Mirabilias limited edition, that small fairies, you remember? I'll show you later. So I found out that Gentle Arts was using in that kit, they matching the colors matching this kit, and somewhere this design, somewhere I replaced colors of flowers because I wanted this design be more bright, more fun. I did not want any sad colors. Well, I can't say it's in original chart they're sad, but this heart could be brighter, and sometimes I overdo that, so I left the heart as it is with original threads. Just these flowers I changed to bring a mood to a picture, to this design. It's such a sweet design. I like it so much. Made lots of mistakes, guys. I can't show you it closer because you will see lots of mistakes. And this is one of my primitives which I did not really stitch a lot, but I know when I stitch sampler I always do mistakes. The easier design is, the more mistakes I'll manage to make in these designs. This is the back of the work, because you have to close every cross to give this because these threads are hand dyed, and to show the result, I mean, you can see all her skirt almost stitched with the same color, but it looks like it's different. It's nice, it's nice. I have to find a really nice frame for this design, because frame is very, very important, and I believe that this kind of simple designs you have to frame them in expensive frame to show the whole beauty. Sometimes I just fall in love with the frame and then I fall in love with the work, but they're together just makes sense. But when I see the same design with just a simple frame, to me it's not worth it. I mean, you lose all the beauty. I also frame lots of my work last year, but they were not from 2019. I'll show you only two of them. And the first one is Dimensions Gold Collection Petites. It was a gift from my subscriber. Thank you very much. Now I have such a beautiful design because of you. And yeah, I'm so happy I managed to finish this design because I was stitching and stitching, and then I said to myself, no, you have to sit down and don't take this work to your traveling to work. And sometimes I would stitch after in a hotel, so I decided just to stitch at home. And I finally finished this design. It wasn't easy. The design is easy, but when you have to fill all that background with a black dimensions threads, and they are thinner than original ones, then kits made in China, their threads thicker than kits made in the United States. And because the original count was smaller, so I could see the fabric through my stitches, and I have to stitch it 3/2. That's why it was harder for me, because you won't get as neat crosses as you do 2/2, right? Yeah, and then I was deciding which charm to add. Original charm was very good, but I thought the butterfly will be better. I wish it was in gold, but still looks good. Anyway, if I'll get tired, I can take it out, all the screws from here, and change it to another one charm. Actually, this frame cost me really little compared to others, and it's not wood, it's a plastic one, but still looks great. And I like how it looks like on my wall. And I spent really long time lots of time guys, I forgot how to speak English now. At the framing store, because I did not like anything. And then like that, I want this, and I want this frame with this mat and with a golden frame here as well. And I'm happy now. I don't have glass here, but I wrote I stitch year I finished this design, and I'm glad that everything okay with this work. That is my another finish, number 3. I don't think I'll be counting. I don't want to know, to be honest, because maybe I will start comparing myself with other stitches, because I know some girls finish more than 50, more than 60 designs. I don't think I even have 25, maybe 18, something like that. I counted approximately, can't remember now. Anyway, this is my second design, which I framed, again Dimensions Gold Collection Petites, because I like their petites. They're difficult, but I like something about these small designs. Even I'm a big fan of huge designs. I like to start something like really big. When I start stitching something small, I don't think it's serious. Yes, and that's why it's always nice to start stitching some design, don't get me wrong, but you don't have that feeling that something like really important. Maybe that's why, but I'll be stitching a lot gold petites this year as well. So this is hydrangea with dragonfly, and as you can see, there is original charm on this design. I did not change it, I left it as it is, but again, I like the way we frame it. It was mostly my ideas all the time, which frame to choose and which mat to add. And yeah, they're looking great together. 1 second, I'll show you both of them. They are together on one wall. But because I don't have lots of work framed, I can't find the... I don't see all my pictures on my walls. So I just have them because I want to see my work there, and then I'm gonna change because I have lots of designs which I have to stitch their pair, their other part, and then I will see how to hand them all. So next design is English Roses by Mirabilia, and this design I wanted to stitch a long time ago. Since I discovered Mirabilia, I put in my folder which designs I would like to stitch, and she was one of my first, and only now I stitch her. Of course I have to add a year. I'm super lazy doing that, extremely lazy, and like all other stitches I was really doubting myself if I can make these roses with a ribbon, but believe me, it was the most fun part in this work. I could not wait when I will start stitching them. Also, I like stitching border, and if you watch my channel before, remember I made little mistakes here, so I have to restitch. I was really terrified if I will have enough cranik on a border, because if I will run out of something, I have to wait a couple of months when I will have them here in Ukraine. Really beautiful work, and believe me, I saw her on different fabrics. She is looking on every fabric amazing. Also, I saw just recently her on white, believe me, on white, and the frame with a white frame. Oh wow, it was great. It was really well done. Here are some beads as well, and I stitch her fast. That's why I said I can't judge myself if I stitch a lot or no, because most of designs this year, they're easy and they're not full coverage. I thought I'll stitch this English Roses at least for 1.5 months. I did not know how tiny she is. Next design I finish this year. This is Full Heart from Shepherd's Bush. Again, I did not stitch a year. At least I have to put 19 somewhere. And again, I'm super lazy to put it in a purple box. It will be not a picture this time, and it's beautiful design was gifted to me. Kitty, thank you very much. Every single time I will be looking at this design, I will remember you. So sweet. And I restitch ships on this design because original threads were blended into, they were really not popping out from the grass. Also, I was not happy how, well, I like everything bright again, and I thought this grass will be as on a preview. On a preview it was either Photoshop or the corrected colors. I think the corrected colors, they make it brighter, but even ships with that threads I had, they did not look right to me. So I had to restitch. Of course, I made some mistakes, then I corrected them. So now all my work without mistakes. Well, at least I don't know if I have any. But whatever I saw, I did wrong, I corrected. And that is another dream came true. This was from my wish list. I'm happy, super happy I have it in my finishes now. Oh, my nose keep itching, sorry. I don't know why, because I just made my hair and probably still I have air from the radiator here. Another finish from Nora Corbett. I don't stitch lots of them for a reason. They all have lots of beads. They're not big, and you know I like larger designs, and they're expensive to kit. So I stitch big Mirabilia. Whatever I have left over, I will be using in my Nora Corbetts. That's why I don't buy all the beads for smaller designs. I'm waiting when I will have leftovers, and I will see which one I have to use, or maybe I have to buy more. But I really like at least 20 of them, and they're not big. You can stitch them in 2 weeks. You can manage to finish her after work. If you don't stitch her skin 1/1, even in 1 week it will be enough to stitch her. Lots of treasures. Again, I did not add my year. It should be a rule for me. Every single time I finish something, I have to add a year. And please remind me if you will see a finish from me that I did not stitch a year, and you don't count it as a finish, okay? Maybe that's how I will learn to write a year. Seriously, this my hair now went crazy. I'll put it back. Next design, again, Nora Corbett limited edition kit. There was everything, Gentle Arts threads. This is Miss New Year's Fairy. There were beads and graining and fabric. So everything was in a kit, which is rare for designs from Nora Corbett. But I have bad news for you. They're now out of print, so out of production. If you have a chance to get them, go and buy, because otherwise you won't be able to stitch them. I know some people change fabric. I started stitching them on this natural linen, and I have 5 of them now. My 6th one will be this year. Maybe I'll start her very soon. So I did not want to change fabric for her as well. Lots of different fabrics I saw for her, and beautiful finishes, really beautiful. Okay, next one is another companion. This is Miss Valentine's. I like her because of the heart. And also, when I stitch, I like her dress right here. Oh, I remember I made so many mistakes, and then I have to restitch them. And also her skin, I stitch 1/1. Yes, petite point, 1/1. It's beautiful design again. They're really simple. They're not hard to stitch. There is something in them. I fall in love with them in 2016, and since then, slowly, one by one, I stitch every year. Some year I stitch 2, and this year it will be my last one from Kids Limited Edition, and I will have 2 more from magazines. There is one Halloween fairy as well. I have everything for her done, and another one. Oh yes, another one like a flower, sunflower something, sunflower fairy. She's really like primitive. It wasn't my favorite, but I see lots of people stitching them, and like I like her really much. And she stitched with Valdani threads. Yes, so you have to buy Valdani threads. Maybe I will see if I have lots of Valdani from my samplers. Actually, let me show you a sampler. If you watching my channel, you see that finished just a couple of days ago, not a couple of months ago, I think I finished it. And all these Valdani threads, I have lots of them left over. Maybe I will use in that sunflower fairy. This is Summer Quakers by Rosewood Manor, design Karen Kluba. I'm also a big fan of Karen Kluba designs. I would love to stitch them all, but someday I have to choose which I would like not to stitch, because I don't have so many walls and I have lots of dimensions I have to stitch them as well. They're in my house already, and you know, they're a little bit pricey, but you're paying for great quality threads and you're paying for fabric. Chart is average price. It's not that expensive, but these details, and I just love them all. You know, I finished them 3. I have 1 more to go. Spring quicker, and by the end of spring 2020 you have to see finish. That's another finish from me. Then I have another sampler from company called Sampler Cove. I think they make big mistake by not putting good quality preview on their charts, because people like us, we like to see what will be. I mean, we all like our designs when we look at them, and from this company I have now lots of designs on my wish list, but only after I see them stitched. So for me to discover this design or another one, it's really not that easy, because everything is blurred on a preview. I saw that design stitched. This is a Thailand company, I think. It's not American or Russian or others. There are details, and the way you stitch, everything absolutely easy and so much fun. I stitched it on 36 count Zweigart linen. I think it's ivory, or maybe it's white. I think it's white, I don't know. Anyway, I stitch with Madeira silks. By the way, here they're super cheap in my country compared to United States, and you only need, I think, 5 colors, and some of them you need more than 3. For this design I stitch 1/2. You can stitch 2/2. It's all up to you. You can change colors. Originally this design stitched with other silks. They don't produce them anymore. Something Victory, not Victory, something started from V. I can't remember, and it was not my conversion to Madeira. It was made by my friend, and she gave me all that threads as well as a gift, so I now have this design stitched. Next I will show you bigger designs from Dimensions again. This is Balloons Glow. Very pretty design, and I like colors. It was actually not hard to stitch at all. I would say one of my easiest designs from Dimensions, but it just takes so long because this is full coverage and it's big design. Also, I took it on my trip with me, and I stitch. I never saw the end of this kit. And then I got so sick with this design. When I came home, I let myself stitch something else, and I'm like, look, you have to finish this design. Okay, I'll show you one more time, because you saw it close. Now you can see it from far, how it looks like. It's like 3D, right? It's very beautiful. All my designs beautiful, that's why I'm stitching them. Just sometimes I don't understand why I pick this design this year and this design other year, and why don't I stitch some designs I really love, and why I don't stitch other designs I like less than others at the end. But I think it will be not as much fun as I do it right now, because Sometimes you just have a mood for this or other design. Look at this hair. Just my all hair, you don't see it on camera, but it's itchy my nose and everything. I look like crazy now. Okay, next design is also dimensions, and this design I started not last year, 2018. No, 19. Yes, I had partly finished. I had this design stitched not even half. It was, I think, 1/4, and by accident, because I started so quick, and again, it was not last year like dream kit to stitch. I supposed to place this design this way, and I miscount, and now I have it like that. But anyway, when I will frame, it will be okay. You won't see extra fabric on sides. And again, let me step out for you to see the deep of this picture, the way it looks like it's really on a card. And sometimes I think I'm there. It's like I'm with these horses, just looking at them in person. This is dimensions. Sometimes you don't believe it's a picture, stitched picture. Now I need to finish, to stitch their companion piece with 3 horses, and maybe I will start another horses. Now I'm into horses. I will have a horse wall. First 3 pictures I stitched with horses were not my decision. It was my sister purchase. She just got for me some designs, and I asked her to buy for me some cross stitch work. She bought for me, and she okay, you stitch this. Because I asked her, whatever you like, you buy, I'll stitch. I wasn't in Ukraine at the time. She came to me and I asked her, please buy any kits. I don't care what they will be. Whatever you like, you buy for me. Back in days, we did not have WhatsApp, we didn't have Viber, Skype. Maybe we had Skype. Yeah, I think we had Skype, but you don't have internet then when you go to the store. So I remember those days. And I was happy to stitch what she got for me because she liked it. Next design is Miss Cherry Blossom. I just finished this design 20 days ago, and of course most of the work I've done in 2019. Just the end of the design I stitched in the beginning of January, so now I have a finish. Also, let me show you my smaller designs. Here, not small, I think it's the last small design I have. Violets, if I remember, I think they're violets. This is gold nuggets, dimensions, and I stitched it on black Aida on 18th count. This kit, now I can frame this design. It was a kit, and it was with this mat. You have to make a pin cushion or pin keep, and then you add to this background. 2 of these kits I'll show you. I finally stitched them. Another one I have hydrangea. As you can see, they're now ready to be framed, or I thought I will make boxes out of them, but I have way too many boxes now. And yeah, I think I will frame both of them. Also, you have this, you add here, and you make here like pin cushion, and there is a cording, black cording on the sides. So yeah, I think this 2 works. And another one, dimensions with roses. I could not frame because I did not like any frames the store had, and I decided to wait. Maybe I will go and check. I doubt they have new frames now, but I might will send it somewhere else, and I'll have more work to put on my walls. I need to a little bit faster because I have to go for work. Also have to go get Daniel from school. The next design is Zelda. I'm showing you like this, slowly. And this design was new in 2018. This is 2018 design from Mirabilia, Nora Corbett. I did not stitch her dress with the original Karen water lilies. I had some threads look like. They're also Karen water lilies, but not the same colors. So you will see some slight difference with the other finishes, but this fabric is from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is Lugana 32nd, and it's very hard to show you true color of this fabric because it's really difficult fabric to show. It's blue with some green. I like Rika's work as well. She made this on pink. Honestly speaking, I like them both almost equally, but if I'll choose now on which fabric to stitch, I think I would stitch on pink, the one she chose. It was really beautiful. I think she will look amazing on every fabric, but sometimes you just... I don't doubt myself. I don't want to restitch her anymore. I'm just happy to see some people manage to choose great fabric for this or other design. And I like the bottom of her dress, just beautiful. And also I like this area where is her pillows. She doesn't have lots of skin to stitch one over, I think 2 or 1 over 1, something like that. I would like to make a playlist where I will place every finish of my 2019. So for you it will be easier to see one or other design. Maybe you would like to know more, or there may be mistakes in the chart. You know, sometimes it's better to watch a video. Maybe you're new to cross stitch and you need to listen about some details about this or other design. So that's why I would like to take my time to put everything in order, what I've stitched in this year, other year, and so on. Another design from Mirabilia. This is Mermaid of the Pearls. She has lots of beads. I remember first time I saw this design, it was on, I knew what is Mirabilia at the time. The sun is coming down and the colors are a little bit brighter than they are. So I saw her video on Instagram. There time you won't be allowed to post 15 seconds video, and when I saw all these beads, when I saw this mermaid, she was wow. I wanted to stitch her first, but I only managed finish her now. She's big. Also, she has lots of beads and it takes forever to stitch them. I like her treasure, looks like heart. And in my previous videos I told you how I place some beads, which angle, and everything about this work you can find in my videos. She is heavy. Also Zelda does have quite a lot of beads. Another design I will show you. I stitch a couple of days in 2019, but this is 2018 work. Such a pretty design. I just have to show you because sometimes you manage to have a finish, start and a finish in 3-4 days, right? So just right here, I think it was my last crosses, and this design called Oriental Splendor. Everything original in this design. I did not change fabric. This is 18 count Aida, and just want to show you this work was 2018. I even I even stitch 2018, but couple of days I stitch last year. This is one of my best finishes. This year, 2019, past year, I don't know which design was like wow for me. They're all nice. This design is a winter's memories, I think. Also, I finish, I think, in November. Can't remember exactly, but this is Dimensions Gold collection, and you stitch it on 14th count Aida. Here is everything original. I did not replace her fabric. Even you, maybe you should, because here you don't stitch snow on the bottom. You can see maybe holes, big holes, because this is large count. And to be honest, I don't want to replace every fabric in Dimensions Gold collection, because it will be pricey, and then you have to have a frame. And already I'll show you how much I have on frame pieces. I'll need easy couple of $1,000 just to frame all this work, and you have to do it slowly. And maybe I will not frame them all. Sometimes I just like to take them out of my cabinet and look at them, touch them, I don't know, pet them, I call it. Just enjoy it. Maybe you take it to retreat to show to your friends. Maybe some designs you don't see in your house or apartment. And I know some people would never ever stitch anything they don't like. Well, not they don't like, even they love the design, they like it, but they don't see it in their house. It doesn't match their design. And these people, they say, we would never stitch it, even we love the design. I am opposite. I'll stitch whatever I like, and I make it right for my place where I live. Well, you can always replace one picture to another. I never keep one picture on one place. I always keep changing for many reasons. First of all, they don't match design of this apartment. Second of all, they're seasonal. Then I like one day one thing, then another day I like another thing. I know some people move in furniture all the time. Nothing wrong with that, as long as you are happy about that. I remember even I was growing up with my sister, we live in the same room. Sometimes we put beds together, then we fight, we put them separate, you know, and sometimes we just want to change something in our room, so we change. And nothing wrong with changing pictures, because again, if you have lots of finishes, lots of pictures, you can have some pictures for half a year, then you change them. Your mood can change, your life can change, everything can change, and nothing wrong with not putting all your cross stitch work on a wall and have them there. Again, I don't think I will be frame something in the future. I mean, my big Dimensions Gold collection, maybe I will frame something small. I have three work in framing stores. One here in Ukraine, another in Belarus, and I hope they will be good. I always doubt myself, did I choose the right frame or mat or anything. So I think that's it for today. Have to go. I will upload this video a little bit later on, but today I will not go to sleep before I upload the video, because it's been a while. And it's very hard to start filming videos after you have a big break. You're like, okay, let me stitch more. And yeah, I also have lots of things to talk to you, but I will be doing that while I'm stitching, okay? So wait for me another cross stitch with me video. Also, I have lots of progress on my other work, because I started one design and I continue another one, so I will show you everything in next video. I'm kind of tired of talking now because I had a big meeting today in the morning, another one, and I spoke a lot, and I recorded the video in Russian. I thought I will not record video in English, but then I said to myself, you have time, you don't eat, you go and record the video. Sounds very tough. I mean, the way I just said it, but that it was, I like told myself, like I was very strict with myself because I like when I upload 2 videos in one time. Okay guys, I wish you all the best. Let me know which design you like the most from my finishes. I will see you in my next videos, or I will see you on my Instagram. I have there lots of stories every day. Okay, bye bye, I love you, bye bye.